Howdy, hi, happy Monday, everyone. It's Greg Dixon and Betty Withrow here, and we're going to talk books again here. It's about your book journey, and the little title here is what does your book journey look like working with us? I'm going to start here as I'm just going to let's talk about why we love helping people with their books because we have so much
Yeah.
fun with this. So we have a couple of interesting projects on the go. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that, Betty.
Sure. We do have some interesting stuff going on. One is that I'm collaborating with a gentleman on creating his book that's going to go along with an app that he's launching and a whole bunch of stuff. It's a tremendous effort, and the book is central to it. So what's really cool is that now that we've got the first draft, his family is contributing, and that's going to make the book absolutely fantastic. So, and that's one kind of book journey. Another one is that I'm editing a well, let's see, it's kind of it's an edit of putting together volume 3 of a series of a paranormal topic. Think about electric guitars that fight and destroy ghosts. Does that turn you on? It's a fun book and it's a fun read and it's a fun project with a fun client. We love to work with people who are uh, into having a good time. Preferably, they're brilliant, amusing, and gentle in their minds. And if not, then they should probably find somebody else. So that's kind of the overview of the classics right now. I'm editing another lady's autobiography that's very extensive, and I'm kind of on the home stretch with that. So it could be anything. I'm also coaching a couple of authors on different topics. One's a fiction, one's a nonfiction, and my authors range in age from their 20s to their late 80s. So
Yeah,
here
and
we
and, I,
go.
and everybody's got a different story.
They sure
Yeah,
do.
and I was just talking with somebody this morning who the husband sort of just didn't come home one night and left like 5,000 used tires in their property. And the interesting part of the story is how they got rid of the tires. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So anyway, it's just really fun stuff, and you have the coolest clients really with the stuff, and including one person last year who was the daughter of somebody in the East Coast mob, right?
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And sometimes you just got to let somebody go too. If it's getting too difficult or too emotional, sometimes I am in my ethics. It says if I can't handle it, this person probably needs things that I can't provide, and so
Yeah,
it's best for me to leave the stage. So,
yeah, yeah.
and that has
Not,
happened before too.
yeah, not
Yeah,
for everyone.
no.
So I guess our question is, do you have some stories in you? Do you know what you, if you have some things that you've been just waiting to call? Like I was talking this morning to somebody about something completely different, and she just started texting these stories, right? I said, you need to write a book, and she said, oh, I've been thinking about writing a book for decades. So
No, no,
let's just do it.
it must be time.
Must be time. Let's just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and well, that's great. So, I guess one of the things we want to describe what the journey looks like when you're working with us. So, you 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 start with people. Either people come to you either with things almost finished, ready to go, or they come to you with an idea. So, what does that look like if somebody just comes with a notion about they want to write something?
Well, if that's case, which one of the authors I'm working with came to me with a partial outline and not more than that, then we really dig into what the topic is about and come up with a chapter outline as the first step towards putting something together. And by doing that, it clarifies the thought process and the construction process. Most people prefer to write in a linear way, like as in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and it makes sense because you're developing a topic. In some cases, though, like if it's a highly emotional topic, we may be jumping around. A project that I worked with, I think, yeah, we wrapped it up last year, was with a lady who had a very emotional topic about her daughter's journey through life and leaving this world at the age of 7 because of cancer diagnosis. And So I ghost wrote the book for her. For her, what we did is first came up with an outline, and then I would say, "What can you handle talking about today?" She would give me all the material. I wrote the chapters for her, and I would know where to put it in the outline. This was a very extensive process. I am very happy to say that I heard from her yesterday or 2 days ago, and her book is doing well. She's on her way with her speaking engagements, and her wonderful and powerful message is on its way out to the world. So that's what a book journey can really do. It can take you from that place of very intense emotional pain to a healing and a sense of mission that takes you onward. And so I'm very inspired that a couple of my authors have actually taken off into a whole new space of their life as a result of doing this type of work.
Yeah, no, that's great. And as you suggested, like the reasons to write a book are many, and
Yes.
one of them is just to kind of get it off of your out of your head and onto
Yeah.
paper. And
Yeah.
the other is to, from a business point of view, get speaking engagements, help sell products, get
Hmm.
become an influencer, really. And
Yes.
and then we also deal with people who have things that they want to teach, and then we'll suggest that they create an online course or some kind of continuity membership along the way. But
Hmm.
starts with the book. And also the other way, if somebody comes with a course, we'll say, have you ever thought about putting it into a book? So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
so
Right.
all those things.
Yeah.
And we're set up to, Betty and I can do a lot of it, and we also have some referral partners that can help with things. Everything from the writing, the editing, the formatting, getting it ready to go up to Amazon or another publishing, Ingrid Spark,
Hmm.
and and even for a few people, maybe trying to help them find a traditional publisher. But that's a whole different thing. But basically, we can help with your book journey really from the beginning to end. And Betty, as you often say, the time to start marketing your book is when you start writing it. So
Yep.
we'll take it up, help you market the book, helping you get sales, all that process, part of our package.
Yep. Yep. That's right. And we have some pretty darn good skills to offer along the
Yeah.
way. And not only that, but we listen to you. And one of the first things that I always ask, and one of the last things is, what do you want this to do? You may have a lot of different aims for your writing. For example, I spoke to someone this morning who has a fiction series that she wants to write. And I said, well, what do you want this to do? And she said, well, I'm just doing it just because I want to do it. And I went, oh, well, that's cool. It's not a business tool, it's or something else. And this is for the guitar ghostwriter author. What does he want it to do? He wants it to be completed. He's been working on it for decades. His co-author passed away, and he needs to get this thing off his plate so that he can write some more books, because actually he's written a number of books, but he wants this series completed. So
Yeah.
sometimes you got something out there that's been waiting in the wings for a while, and you're kind of going, when am I ever going to do this? Well, it could be today if you make an appointment with us
Yeah.
and get started on your book journey.
Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely correct. You can go to sharedvisions.com/book journey. You can find a bit more about what we offer in more detail than we've given you now. And
Mhm.
there's a place to make an appointment with us together. And we're all over the place on LinkedIn and social media. So you can reach out and we can start a conversation about what you want this to do and what your book looks like and what your vision is for it.
That's right. That's right. We are here for you. And if we don't know how to do it, we know somebody who does.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yes, for some people, um, we have contact with people who are really good cover designers.
Mhm.
We Betty and I both can do some things that we'll do, but there's sometimes you need that special touch, and we probably know. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit of tour of where I'm at. If you're wondering where all this wind noise is, I'm in Vancouver. This is Falls Creek. Now, can you see that all right, Betty?
Yes. Yes, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah. And there's this thing called the Aqua Bus. There's the little buses, and there's about 8 places around. There's a Science World at the far end there, and various places in Vancouver on both sides. And you can do a quick little tour. And the funny thing is, a couple of years ago, Bonnie and I got a day pass so we could go just spend the whole day. I brought the video camera and a still camera, and we're running around taking videos throughout here. And we were just at our last stop at the Granville Island Market, and orca whales came by, and I got video of orca whales. And
Nice.
the guy who was running the boat, he says, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've never seen orca in Falls Creek. So anyway, yeah.
They showed up for the photo op. They somehow
They showed up for and we also saw this very nervous looking seal trying to be invisible. I think that's why they're chasing some seals in. Anyway, this is one of the most beautiful places in the world, really, next to where Betty lives. So.
Yeah. Well, we're blessed to be able to experience paradise in many forms.
Paradise in many forms. Well, there's some beauty almost everywhere in the world. That's
the truth.
Yeah. So I guess our call to action is to book an appointment. If you want to talk about your books, it's been sitting on your back burner for 10 years, and you say, well, now's the time.
Now is the time.
And you couldn't have more fun people to go on the journey with than Betty and myself.
That's the truth. We're all about, we work hard and we're not making a job out of it, right?
Yeah.
If it's not fun, then why not? Yeah. So come along and let's have a book journey.
Okay. So happy Monday, everyone, and just do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Wait a second here. I'm trying to. Whoa, yeah. There we go.